Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. Is it any coincidence that violence against conservatives has ramped up these past few weeks at the same time the Democrats accuse all Republicans of being racist and accuse Trump of being literally Hitler? Michael Moore just said Trump could very well be the last president of the United States. Well, just days later, a Democratic socialist threatened to bring a gun to a Trump-supporting event at the Trump Hotel in Washington, D.C. He said, and I quote, "I expect to get numerous blood-stained MAGA hats as trophies." Is that a coincidence? Democratic Congresswoman Maxine Waters says she's proud of telling her supporters to harass President Trump and Trump supporters. Then, a Republican candidate for Congress out in California, his name is Rudy Peters, a madman cursing Trump, harassed Peters at a festival on the campaign trail and tried to stab Peters with a switchblade. Is that a coincidence? Actress Carol Cook was asked about Trump, and she said, "Where's John Wilkes Booth when you need him?" John Wilkes Booth assassinated President Abraham Lincoln. Cook was then asked, "Are you saying Trump should be assassinated?" She responded, "Why not?" Then in Wyoming, a Republican field office was set on fire 2 days after it opened. Police say the fire was started intentionally and the whole place was destroyed. Is that a coincidence? Liberal Senator Dianne Feinstein said if Judge Brett Kavanaugh is confirmed to the Supreme Court, more people will die. Well, then conservative commentator Denise McAllister tweeted about abortion, saying, "At the root of abortion hysteria is women's unhinged desire for irresponsible sex. Sex is their god, abortion is their sacrament. It's abhorrent as women have flung themselves from the heights of being the world's civilizing force to the muck and mire of dehumanizing depravity." Now McAllister's facing death threats and rape threats from the left. Her home is on home watch by police because crazies threatened to come and get her. Is that a coincidence? How can it be a coincidence when the leaders of the Democratic Party scream that net neutrality will kill people if we repeal it? Pulling out of the Paris Climate Accords will kill people. Nixing the Iran deal will kill people. Tax reform will kill people. How can it be a coincidence that the left attacks conservatives when MSNBC's Joe Scarborough says Trump is a bigger threat to the United States than the 9/11 terror attacks? Or Michelle Goldberg from the New York Times says President Trump wants to round people up and kill them. Is it a coincidence that violence against conservatives is ramping up at the same time the radical left is calling for harassment of conservatives or accusing us of being the literal devil? You decide. And that's my final point. You can